Hi, today we're going to focus on subject and subject pronouns. Before we go over the subject pronouns, let's go over some simple terms and definitions. The subject is the person or thing that is doing the action that is being described. The verb is the action word that links the subject to a description. Like in English, French sentences must have a subject and a verb. Let's take some examples. Marie sings well. Marie is the subject. Sings is the verb. The French is the same. Marie is the subject. Chante will be your verb. Simon is blonde. Simon is your subject. Is your verb. Simon est blond. Simon is the subject. Et is your verb. Both English and French use nouns as subjects. Nouns can be replaced by pronouns. A subject pronoun is going to replace your subject. So let's take our same example. Marie is a friend. You do not want to have to repeat Marie again, so you could say she is 15 years old. So let me ask you, what are the subject pronouns in English? Subject pronouns in English are I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. So now we're going to go over those pronouns in French. So here are the subject pronouns in French. The first one is je, which is I in English. It could also be J apostrophe. We're going to go over that in a minute. Tu is you. Il, he, elle, she. On, everyone, one. Nous is we. Vous is you again. Il is they as boys. And elle is they as girls. So je and J apostrophe or I in English. So je changes to J apostrophe if you have a word that follows that starts with a vowel. So if, for example, if I say je m'appelle Pierre, my name is Pierre, it will be je, J-E, because I do not have a vowel that follows. Now, if I have j'ai 15 ans, I am 15 years old, et I start with a vowel. And in French, you cannot have two vowels next to each other. So I'm going to get rid of one and put an apostrophe. So let's take two other examples. If I have blank parle français, which one are you going to use? Je or J apostrophe? Je, because parle does not start with a vowel. The next one, blank adore le français. I am going to use J apostrophe because adore starts with a vowel. Okay, let's go over il versus elle. They both mean they. So you're going to use il when you're referring to a group of boys, and you're going to use elle when you are referring to a group of girls. Now, let's say you have a mixed group. You have boys and girls. In that case, by default, you're going to go back to ils or il. Now, another example. You have a mixed group. You have 1 million girls, and in the middle of that group, you have one boy. It does not matter. By default, you're going to go back to il. Okay, let's practice a little bit. On s'entraîne. Are you going to use il, he, elle, she, il, they, boys, or elle, they, girls? If I say un ami, a friend, it is un ami masculine. Which one would you use? Il, singulier. Très bien. Okay, this time, nous avons un groupe de filles, a group of girls. Which one would you use? Elle, c'est correct. Elle, pluriel. Deux professeurs, ce sont des garçons. Two male teachers. Which one would you use? Il, pluriel. Très bien. Une amie. Une amie is a female friend. Which one would you use? Elle, she, singular. Très bien. Un groupe de profs, a group of teachers. It is a mixed group. You don't know if there are any females or males or how many there are. Therefore, by default, you're going to go back to il, pluriel. Ton père et ta mère. Ton père et ta mère, it will be il. Très bien, pluriel. Ta mère et ta tante. Ta mère et ta tante. Elle, c'est plural, feminine. Okay, now let's go over tu and vous. On s'entraîne. Is it tu, informal you, or vous, formal you? If I say your brother, which one would you use? Tu or vous? Tu, because your brother is a family member. Your teacher. Vous. He is an adult, definitely probably older than you are, and you want to show some respect by using vous. Your school principal. Again, you want to use vous. Your best friend. Tu. That is someone you can be informal with. 3 of your cousins. They are family members, so technically you could say tu. However, there are 3 of them, so therefore it is plural, you want to use vous. A classmate. You want to use tu. You've known that person for a while, probably the same age as you. You can be informal here. Your mom's friend. This is kind of a little tricky. It can be tu or vous. It really depends on context. Have you known this person forever? Therefore, you can say tu. Or maybe this person is new to you. As she's older, you want to say vous. A few of your neighbors will be vous because there are few of them. Your father will be tu. He is a family member. You've known him forever. Okay, now let's go over on. On is a difficult concept because you do not have this equivalent in English. It can mean we, they, as in people in general, everyone, or one. The meaning on will depend on your context. So, for example, en France, on parle français. In France, they, people in general, speak French.